Welcome to EnVision Center News. Today's episode is all about the Senior Community Service Employment Program with Employment Specialist Amanda Davis and our Executive Director, Linnis Jellinek. We hope you enjoy.
Good afternoon and welcome to the EnVision Center News. Today, my guest is Amanda Davis, and Amanda is with Easter Seals Goodwill. And we're going to talk about a program today that helps seniors over 55 and local nonprofit organizations partner together in an employment relationship. And it's a program that actually we here at the EnVision Center recently benefited from. But Amanda, why don't we start with, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up at Easter Seals Goodwill.
Well, it's a fun story to say the least. So I ended up with Goodwill. I was a recipient of another program that they run called Supportive Services for Veterans and Families. SSVF would be their abbreviation. I moved up from California, but my husband is from the Northwest, from this area, so that's what brought me here. But at the time, we were going through separation and divorce, and I needed assistance as a veteran in the U.S. Army. Goodwill provides this assistance, so they helped me get housing, and a lot of other things for the housing for my children. And once I had housing, my case manager actually referred me to a job position here locally at the Goodwill, which is providing employment services for the local low-income community. And I jumped because I loved the program that helped me so much. I wanted to give back to not only Goodwill, but this local community. So yeah, I got hired on, and around the same time, Goodwill took on what used to be Experience Works. It is now Easter Seals Goodwill. So it is a federally funded program. You know, they issued the grant to us, and that's how I took over that in this area, became the employment specialist for Easter Seals Goodwill and also Workforce and Family Services. So it's been quite a great year of learning and meeting people in the community. So yeah, that's how I came to be here.
Wow, we've had a great time working together. I don't want to miss something that you said, and I want to say thank you for your services in the armed services.
Thanks for the support.
So tell us, what is the program? What's it called? And let's dive in.
Alrighty, Easter Seals Goodwill is would be a subdivision of Senior Community Service Employment Program, known as CSEP. And they help senior citizens who are low income, typically they fall into that bracket, who are looking to supplement their current income. It helps them regain skills, whether it's employment skills, or social skills. It's a great program to get them out of their houses, great program to get them back into their community and feeling confident again. You know, a lot of times our senior citizens, they reach that age and they just don't feel like they have anything else to give. And that's a lie. There's so much that our seniors can give, and so this program really dives into helping our seniors figure that out. Like, what am I still good at? What can I still give back to my community? And we help fine-tune, looking for positions that can accommodate their later years in life. If you worked all your life in construction or administrative skills, and now you have carpal tunnel, or all these other issues you get from doing a job all your life or several positions, we get that you're going to have some what are the words, you're not going to be able to function as you used to when you were younger, right? So we help look for positions where your employers will understand that, and they'll work with what you can do, what you can give. And the goal is, have a long-term part-time placement for our seniors, somewhere where they can call home, essentially, when they're not at home. And it's been a great program during this year because of COVID. It's helped get some of our participants out. Our senior community is facing, large increase in depression, along with a lot of other groups of people. So this is what this is for.
So let's talk about, give us an overview of how the program works.
Alrighty. So
just like who the players are.
Okay.
And really what the process is to
Alrighty.
get involved.
Let's see. We do typically an intake for people who know of the program and are interested in partaking in it. We do an initial intake to see if they qualify. It is based on income. It's targeted towards lower income people who cannot live off their Social Security anymore. We're in these times where they need a little more. So that's what this does. And so we do the intake, see if they qualify. And once they do, we ask that they provide proof of income. And once we verify everything looks good, we go through the process of introducing them to the program, the details of it. So that's the program participants. And then we also look for host agencies or partners. So it's any nonprofit in the local area willing to take on our participants. So yeah, it involves participants, host agencies, partners. And once a participant is approved and enrolled, we through that process we learn what their highs, their lows, what they're strong, what they're strong in, what they're not, and we kind of work with the host agencies to see which one would be a best fit for them. And once they're placed, the host agencies they provide the time and the space to train them again, and so they relearn things that they lost touch with, or they just learn new things altogether, in the hopes that we find them unsubsidized employment. So it is subsidized employment that we do. We pay for their time in training. So it's wonderful.
So just a couple of local examples, and we're one.
Exactly.
I just want to thank you, first of all, for bringing the program to us, because it was one of the easiest things we've ever done. And I would say this to any nonprofit executive director or even governmental agency that is looking, maybe looking at the program and not sure. The paperwork is easy. The administration of the program is really light on the nonprofit end, and the benefits are really palpable.
Oh yeah.
For the person now, for instance, in our situation, we had a man who came in and filled a receptionist position for us, and it was great. It worked out really well. He was here. It was he was here. It was a lot of help. He helped during our golf tournament in many ways. So they really come in and they really become part of your workforce.
Exactly.
And when you're a small nonprofit, the people you work with become like family. Yep. And it was a great experience for us. And
it was. Yeah. He definitely and we wouldn't be able to place him without you agreeing. There wasn't quite yet. We don't have enough partners. So I'm really glad that you touched base on that process. I forgot to mention, for the participants, we do an intake, and then we go through the enrollment process, paperwork. Unfortunately, they get more paperwork than the host agencies do. But the host agencies, they fill out a packet. It's fairly easy.
It was easy.
I thank you, because we need more partners. I know a lot of nonprofits that are not at full capacity or functioning because they don't have volunteers. So this is a great program. If you need help, if you need volunteers, please reach out. We'll talk about how to do that in a little bit.
I understand that the food bank is
also
a host participant or a host agency.
Yes.
Right. And that really excites me, because they use a lot of volunteers, and so many of us nonprofits because of COVID in March of 2020, we lost all of our volunteers because many of them are seniors, and they were at the highest risk category.
Yes.
And we didn't want them to be at risk, so we blessed them and have no volunteers.
So with the Easter Seals Goodwill CSEP program, they do make sure that we follow some protocols to help them know, helps our participants and our host agencies know that we do want to keep them safe, so
Right.
we do have that in place. And I you know I would like to say that don't be afraid. If we
Yeah.
follow those policies,
Yeah.
you're safe, and you need to get out of your house.
Yeah.
It's
And-
important that we stay connected, and this program is wonderful to help us stay connected.
Well, and so many seniors too, they want community engagement and they're just
Exactly.
not sure how to do it. This is a way that they can come out and participate, meet some great folks, and get paid for it.
Exactly.
And so our local examples are great, and I know you're really trying to grow that. That you have more
Yes,
host
we have a couple
agency.
more. Habitat is en route. They are wanting to join, so we're in the process of having Habitat Restore join in with our host agencies, and
Is the senior
still searching.
Sassy is senior assistant in Sandpoint area?
Sandpoint
seniors?
Restore. Oh, the area
Sandpoint area
agency
seniors?
for. I haven't contacted them
Okay.
yet. Yes, there's quite a few nonprofits that I
Yeah.
have yet to actually. I have yet to hear back from. There are a
Okay.
lot I've reached out to, and unfortunately, not many have reached back out. So this, hopefully, if you're listening and you're a nonprofit, please connect with me.
And if I can help you in any way, Amanda may be reaching out to some people, just to some folks who maybe aren't sure.
I didn't think about that.
about
That's a
the
great
program.
idea.
I'd be happy to be a reference. I'd be happy to,
Okay.
have some conversations.
Yes.
And so, what happens? So here's a question. So, they come in, and we obviously train them for the position that they've accepted with our organization. But there's some additional things that happen from your end.
Yes.
Ongoing. So why don't you tell us about ongoing training and
Yes.
assistance, so that this is really a program where you're committed to help them succeed in all areas.
Yes,
So,
it is built for that. So on top of making that connection, building that bridge for host agencies and participants, Easter Seals also provides weekly job club sessions. So we have an employment specialist who's been with us for a very long time, and she's really great at this. She hosts a virtual job club, and it ranges from, how to deal with the new workforce as a senior citizen, or what were some interesting subjects? There were some that even resume building. Yes, resume building. How to make yourself more appealing as a senior, or what to do if you're dealing with age discrimination. There's just so many different classes. We host that weekly, and that's one great one. We do one that's monthly, and that one's a little more in depth, and that's with different various speakers from the different states that we're in. We also oftentimes we provide medical. We were able to pay for physical, so that's a wonderful benefit. To get some of our people checked out who otherwise wouldn't do it. It's kind of a way to encourage them. Hey, why don't you go get a physical? Let's see what the doc says. And that, a lot of times they get stuck in the, well, I'm broken, or this or that. And sometimes they just need someone to remind them, no, you're okay. You can let's go do this. Let's come out into the community. Let's go bag some food. You can handle bagging some food. So I like that part. The option to get a medical physical with the doctor. We also do for the beginning of this year, they had a Grinwell. It was an opportunity. It was a short window, and every year we have several of these where applicants can apply to get their teeth help with their teeth, getting implants,
awesome.
Replacements, things like that. So that's one of the things. We have some of those throughout the year. So that's a great benefit as well. There would be no cost to our participants. So it's pretty interesting, good stuff.
Well, that's worth the price of admission right there.
Right.
So I think I know the process I think you explained the process to become a host site. That
filling out a packet.
Yeah, filling out a packet, and I'm here to testify that it was an easy packet. And like I said, the ongoing administrative, all I did was sign off
On their
the
timesheet.
timesheet that was your timesheet, because they're not our employee. And I just signed off on it and sent it to you. It was
Yep, that's all.
was it.
Once a host agency is approved, all they are committed to doing, or all they have to do is, check, verify that the hours that the participant is claiming are correct. And they just state how many hours they supervised and provided training for the participant. And every year we renew the packet, And I think the packet, I should know by now, I've printed them off, but it's about 5 or 6 pages, maybe a little more.
Certainly not daunting.
So it's pretty easy.
And then for the job seeker, the community seeker, the skills training seeker, who would, be in the position as the employee, they that process really is first of all income dependent, so that's probably a pretty easy conversation. But anyone living on just Social Security or disability,
or disability, exactly,
right, probably qualify. But it's worth. I mean, think about just getting a physical and having a dental check and having that support
exactly
from Easter Seals Goodwill from this program is, I think, astonishing that you guys are, what a heart for our seniors that you have, and having walked this journey with you and walked becoming a host site and having someone come in, and the compassion is real, and I want to thank you for all that you do and how much you care for our seniors and how much you care about this program.
Yes.
And how can people get in touch with you?
Well, they can come see you.
Yeah, they can come here.
We've got flyers here. They can come to the Goodwill store. We are actually attached right there next to the store. If I'm not there, they can leave a message. You can contact me at the office, 208-265-1983 at extension 2. You can go to esgw.org if you want to look into the program some more. They list all of us on there. You can give me a call. We can an intake over the phone is also something we can do, just to kind of, if you don't think you qualify but you want to verify, give me a call and can hash that out.
That's great, because that's really safe for people, and it's certainly non-threatening, and
exactly.
Or if transportation might be an issue or something, that's an easy way to kind of put some feelers out with you.
I can even meet people in the community. I've done that as well. I am not opposed to meeting at any local shop, local cafe, if that's where you feel most comfortable. I'm okay with that as well. Whatever it takes to get our seniors back out here and back in the ball game. We don't want them to feel alone. We don't want you to feel alone if you're listening.
Right.
You still have something to offer, and that's what I enjoy about this program, is seeing them realize, oh, hey, I still have this to give, or oh my gosh, one thing that I love is watching some of my participants run into people they haven't seen since childhood or in years, and reestablish those friendships and relationships. That is always really fun to see. So just, I definitely encourage anybody looking for something supplemental, looking to get out of the house, wanting to improve the general feeling of hopelessness in the time today. This is for you. Give me a call. Host agencies, please, we need partners. We really do. And thank you for you pointed it out. We started this journey together, and it was a wild ride. This was my first time working with this program and learning all these things, so it was fun.
Well, and Amanda, I also know that you actually work 2 positions. You were 2 people.
I was for a little while. Yes.
Yeah, and you did an amazing job. But I want to avail myself to you as a reference if anyone has any questions, and if there's executive directors or managers listening, give me a call, and I would be more than happy to talk to you about the program and our experience. It was a great experience.
That will help a ton. So I really appreciate that. Easter Seals will greatly appreciate it, and please reach out, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. For more information, you can go to crecIdaho.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. We will see you again soon.